I almost feel as though your role must be quite strange at times, because I'd imagine you've got some amazing stories that you could share where you're not bound to confidentiality, and it must be quite frustrating not to be able to, like, because I know when I finish work, I want to get that off my chest a bit, and oh, this client did this and that client did that, and this email said these things, and wow, isn't this fun, or isn't this hard, or whatever. To a certain extent, you can't really do that, right?
No, I run a lot. Okay. I run out all my stress every day. So thank God for exercise. Um, but I think that's also why there's so many people that want to work in my industry and work for me, because my industry for so many years, especially overseas, where you're at, it's been around. Property management, home management, estate management, like that's been around longer overseas versus the United States. In the United States, it's still more of a newer term, but there's a lot of personal assistants. So like one-off home managers or personal assistants. And what they're lacking is that team, is that support where, yes, they can call one of their managers. Like my home managers have executive managers, and they can call their teammate or they can call their executive and say, oh, I was just in this situation. Like it really bummed me out. Here's how I handled it. Do you think I did everything the right way? Should I do something different? But they're able to bounce things off one another, and relate and say, oh, I just went through that myself, blah, blah, blah. So when you build a team, when you build a company in this type of industry, it is way more supportive and way more teamed back, where a lot of people just don't have that. And like you said, it is very needed. It is very needed.
Employees, because I'd imagine, I'm going to throw a wild guess out. Whilst there are some people who are already doing what you do and who might come and join your company, I would imagine you find a lot of rough diamonds as well.
Yeah, I feel grateful for where I'm at in business. It's been a lot of years, so most come to me now. But I think it is at the level that we're at as well. So no matter if it is a new city, if we had a client get traded and we have to go unpack them and set them up and then manage their house in a totally new market, I have vendors, I have friends, I have people in so many different places where I can call and use my connections to find a really good sourced person. But I do have tons and tons of people that just slide into my email saying, I want to work for you. I want to work for you. So I feel grateful that we've set a very good foundational company where people see the value, and they do want to grow with us. But I know if I wouldn't have set my company up as big as I have, that I wouldn't have those relationships in other cities where I could really rely on. But I find amazing, amazing, just amazing people that want to work for us, whether they're a mom and their kids have gone off to college and they understand how to run a household and how to prioritize time, but then they know how to look at that attention to detail versus, younger people as well. If they haven't had all of that experience, maybe they have the organizational experience, or maybe they have the communication level and the back end level that I need. I can teach everything in my company, and that's why I train them for 3 months, no matter if they've had experience or not. It can all be learned. It's all life skills.